So do you know why did I select this topic, tense? Because we know everything what we write in our notebooks. Until we know the tenses properly, we can't write correctly, right? So I have noticed that the student writes so much wrong spellings, so much wrong sentences. So that is why I am working upon tenses. So in today's class and tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, continuous 3 days, we will be learning about tenses, right? So first of all, I have written here the definition of tense. Let's read. A tense is a form of the verb that allows you to express time. Here is it written in Hindi. Tense means kal. Kal means samay. That express time. Once again, a tense is a form of the verb that allows you to express time. Tense एक form of verb होता है, ऐसा form of verb that tells you what time is going on, whether we are talking about present, whether we are talking about past, future, right? So with the help of tense you can get that in what time a particular sentence is said, present, past or future, right? So in today's class we will be learning about present tense. Which tense? Present. Okay. First of all, there are 3 types of tenses. When I define tense, present, or we can say right present, past, present, future. Okay, past, present, and future. So 3 types of tenses are there: past, present, and future. Whatever happened earlier, that is past. What is happening, that is present, and what will happen in upcoming days, that is future. Okay. So every tense has 4 subtypes. How many tenses are there? How many tenses? One question is, whenever anybody asks, how many tenses are there? The answer will be 3. How many tenses? 3. Past, present, and future. Now we differentiate rest of 4 subtypes that we call subtenses. I am writing here. So there are 4 subtypes of tenses. First one is indefinite, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. So in indefinite we talk about anything happened and it is not clear whether it is completed or not, then we can say it indefinite. Okay. When anything is going on, then it comes in continuous. When something is happened, done fully, then it is perfect. And when something is half done, half is going on, then we can say perfect and continuous. Okay. So these 4 subtypes goes with every tense. Like when we talk about past, then it goes like this. 4 subtypes of tense. That is called subtenses. Subtenses. Okay. When we talk about past, then we go like this. Past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Okay. In the same way, In the same way, when we talk about present, we do the same. Present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Okay. So in today's class, I am just giving overview of all the tenses and subtenses. And fully what we will study today, that will be present indefinite, present continuous, and present perfect, perfect continuous. This we are going to study in this class. This. Only this portion. This and this. Right? Okay, let's take the example of this also. Future. When we talk about future, future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect, future perfect continuous. And listen, every sentence, or better we can say, when we use tense and when we write sentence, we take help of tenses. And how we structure a sentence? Every tense has a structure, right? Present indefinite, we are writing a sentence. So there is a structure how the sentence will be made. That I will tell you today. Okay? So you can take a screenshot of this, or you can write in your notebooks. Because I am going to erase this. Take your time, take a screenshot. Whenever anybody asks you how many tenses are there, then you say 3. Don't be confused between sentences and tenses, right? Tense is time, or you can say in the call, but sentences are different. We will talk in another video, okay? Let's recap the definition once again. A tense is a form of the verb that allows you to express time. Keep this in mind. Tense tell us about time. Past, present, future. This is time, na? Okay, take a screenshot. So in today's class, we are going to study about present tense. Present tense. So in the same way, 4 subtypes will be there: present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. So let's write the structure. I will write the structure how to form a sentence. You will note down in your notes. Okay. Present indefinite. So I have written here present indefinite tense. Okay, present indefinite tense. So in today's class, we are thoroughly going to study about present indefinite tense and rest of the sub tenses of present. So structure is there before you all. This is very important. If you don't know the structure of the sentence, how to form a sentence, then you will do so many mistakes and it will create hindrance for teachers also. Then it will damage your marks, right? So first you will strengthen your sentence forming skill, right? Okay. Next, sentence structure. First of all, we will write subject, then V1, verb key first form of the verb. Okay. V1, here in the bracket I have written S or ES, and then object, then full stop. Don't forget to write full stop. Most of the students don't mention full stop there, right? This comes under punctuation, and teachers cut marks of punctuation also, right? So what the case here? In plural subject, we will use just V1, first form of the verb, but in singular subject. In singular subject, we will do what? V1 plus S or ES according to situation. Like here is written goes. Go is the verb because subject Rakesh is singular. That is why I am adding ES there. Adding ES this one here, right? So let's see once again. Subject Rakesh is subject. Then verb is go because Rakesh is singular. Then I added ES in go. Then it becomes goes verb. Okay. Rakesh goes to, that is preposition. Goes to object. What is object? School. Rakesh goes to school. Got it? So this was the sentence structure of present indefinite tense. Affirmative. Okay? And if we talk about negative, so we say here does not. Do or does. Okay? Let's study that also. This was the structure of affirmative. Affirmative. Okay. Now we talk about negative. Negative structure. When we say Rakesh goes to school, then we also say Rakesh doesn't go to school. जाता है नहीं जाता है, right? And how to make negative sentences? See that structure also. Subject plus do or does plus not plus verb form plus object. Then full stop. Let's start with an example. Rohan does not go to school. Rohan does not go to school. Okay. So here the case when we use do with subject, when we use does with subject, let's understand it. In the same way, plural and singular. When subject is plural, then we use do. Okay, do not plus V1. Okay. When subject is singular, then we use does not. Got it? Keep noting down in your notebooks. Very important this is. Okay. Plural subject is there, then we use do. Singular subject is there, then we use does. Let's see how. Subject Rohan. Rohan is singular, that is why I am using does from here. Okay. Does. Got it? Then in the structure, not coming. Which word is coming? Not. Not. Okay. So I put here not. Then verb. First form of the verb. First form of the verb is go. Then object to school. Okay. Let's read the sentence once again. Rohan does not go to school. Everything is according to this structure. You can take a screenshot or keep pause the video and note it down in your note. Pause the video and note it down. Otherwise, you can take a screenshot and note it down later. Okay? Because it's time to erasing this. We have studied affirmative, negative. Now we put questions also. Ki Rohan goes to school. Rohan does not go to school. Why does Rohan go to school? School जाता है, क्यों जाता है? Question becomes there ना? Then we will study about interrogative. Which one? Interrogative. Affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Let's understand that structure and example. Do or does plus question mark should be here because it is interrogative sentence. Present indefinite interrogative. Do or does, according to the same rule, plural subject we will use do, singular subject we will use does. Then we will write the subject here, then verb, first form of the verb, then object. Question mark is must. If you don't put question mark, teacher will cut marks. You can give no excuses at all. Okay? So let's understand this with the help of an example. Do they play cricket? Question mark. Okay? So sentences, do they play cricket? क्या वे क्रिकेट खेलते हैं? So let's understand it with the help of this structure. Do or does. First of all, we will find the subject. Subject is in the middle, which is they. They is plural subject. Then we will use do. So write do here. Then subject they. Do they. Then first form of the verb, that is play. Play मतलब खेलना. Play. Then object cricket. Then question mark is must. So our sentence is ready. Do they play cricket? क्या वे क्रिकेट खेलते हैं? Structure sentence. Take a screenshot or note it down or pause the video, note it down right now. So keep noting everything. It is very mandatory to be written on your notebooks. I will check. Okay. Otherwise, you won't be able to solve the worksheet, which I will give today after this video. One more thing, the link or the worksheet will be in the description of the video. So keep noticing that. Don't comment like give me worksheet, right? It is in the description in every video, okay? So it's time for erasing this. So we studied present indefinite tense, all parts, affirmative, negative, interrogative, right? Then it's time for after indefinite what comes? Continuous. Present continuous. Okay, present continuous tense. So let's find out the structure of this tense. First of all, the structure of affirmative. Okay, affirmative. Subject plus is, am, are plus V1 plus ing plus object, full stop. Let's understand this structure. Subject plus is, am, are according to subject. Okay. Then first form of the verb. Then add ing in the first form of the verb. Or you can write this like this. VING. Okay, let it be like that. Otherwise, you will be confused. Okay. Like I write here with the example. Like V1 is play. Then you add ing then it becomes playing. Playing. This is the example. Okay, like this you will do. Playing, bathing, running. Okay. So let's understand this with the help of an example. Writing example here. Color is walking on the road Palak is walking on the road. Singular subject, then we use is. Plural subject, then we use or. Okay, I'm writing here. Same rule will apply. How to choose one of these three? According to subject we will choose. Okay, plural subject we will use are. Plural subject and you. Second person pronoun will use, which is plural subject or you. We will use are. Okay. With you we also use are. Then singular subject we use is. And with I we use am. When the subject is I, we will use am. When the subject is plural or you, then we use are from here. When singular subject is there, we will use is. So Palak is singular subject. That is why we are using is. Then first form of the verb, which is walk, we add ing there. It is walking. Okay. Then object on the road. So subject Palak, we choose is walking on the road. The full sentence is Palak is walking on the road. What type of sentence is this? Present continuous. Present continuous. And what type of continuous? Affirmative. Okay? Affirmative sentence. After that, okay, take a screenshot. After this, negatives. Which one? Negative. Simple change will be there. We will use here not. Not plus VIG verb keepers form plus ing plus object. Rest will be same. Palak is. Then we write not. Palak is not walking. Rest will be same. Palak is not walking on the road. This is negative. Okay. So keep noting down the structures, all the structures. These structures will help you forming your sentence in a correct way. Present continuous, negative structure. Subject is MR, you choose one according to these rules. Then you add not, VING plus object, and don't forget to mention full stop. Okay. After this, interrogative. Interrogative. These are the subject plus VIG plus object plus what? Question marks. Don't forget this. If you forget this, teacher will cut marks. You can't give excuses, okay? So let's understand this structure with the help of an example. Okay. Is MR you will choose one according to these rules. Same rules will be there. Then you put subject. According to subject you will choose one. And you will choose is or am or are. Got it? Then VING an object. Then don't forget to write question mark. Are you listening to me? Question mark will be there. Okay. So sentence is are you listening to me? So how I made this sentence? Let's go through the structure. Is MR First of all, find out the subject. Subject is you. So find out here you, plural subject, and you we use are. So I chose are. Then I put subject you. Then I find out the verb which is listen. As this is continuous tense, then I am adding ing. Listening. What? Listening. What do you mean by listening? Sunna. Listening. Then object me. Krishna. Okay. So let's recap that once again. I chosen are according to subject. Subject is you. Are you. Verb listening to me. Okay. Are you listening to me? Literally, are you listening to me? Okay, keep noting. You can take screenshot of it. So in today's class, we studied about present tense and what? Present indefinite. We studied present continuous. We studied, okay? Okay, so in tomorrow's class we will be covering present perfect and present perfect continuous. What? Present perfect and present perfect continuous. In case you don't understand what meaning of this, symbol, whatever is written here, if you put the symbol, we explain the same here. Okay, like perfect is written here, so I put the symbol. It means perfect is also here. Okay, perfect continuous, present perfect continuous. So we studied present indefinite, all types, affirmative, negative, interrogative, right? With structures, with examples. We studied present continuous, all types, with examples, affirmative, negative, interrogative, right? In tomorrow's class, we will study both these. When? Tomorrow. Okay? So that's all for today. See you tomorrow in the next class. Till then, complete the worksheet. I will paste there in the description. If you don't understand once, revise the video once again and keep watching the video till end. Don't skip. If you skip, I get all the information whether you are skipping or not. Okay. And one more thing, don't forget to like the video. And please share it also and subscribe to the channel. Okay? Thank you. Meet you soon. Bye.
I never stop to see you cry. I never listen to your tears and pray.